took me basically the base game took me over 10,000 hours to make, spread over 3.5 years. So it's quite entertaining to see you running through 3.5 years of my life in a matter of 20 minutes.
I'm sorry.
Hey everybody, so I'm known as Unfold Games, and I'm here with an awesome speedrunner, Kippo, and he's going to show me his speedrun, which I've never seen. And I hear it's very short, which is very disturbing to me, because I will be embarrassed basically watching it for your pleasure and entertainment, but I'm willing to do it. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, Kippo,
Hippo, the runner of this game, game maker, devs hate me. Yeah.
So, I hear you do a lot of speedruns. So, is it actually something you do, regularly, or?
I actually spend more time breaking games and finding glitches for speed than I do running.
So what's actually the speedrun of the speedrun we're actually watching right now? What is the overall length of it?
Length of the speedrun?
Yes.
26 minutes.
26 minutes. So I've never seen this one, and I think the one I've seen, which I thought was, the record. Oh my God, what are you doing here? Whoa.
As you saw there, one of the main mechanics in your game is wall walking, which you're able to turn the whole world around.
Oh, wow. I've never seen that before.
But there we just skipped doing 2 puzzles in order to unlock that door specifically. And when you use wall walk, what you do is you have to because it forces the character to walk along the wall, but we actually use... we make him walk the other way, and then we kind of jiggle ourselves left and right to go through any wall.
I have seen this glitch before. I've seen a speedrun of one of the DLCs. Oh my God! Oh my God! You're really breaking DARQ badly. I'm both entertained and embarrassed a lot right now. But I've seen this glitch in one of the speedruns. Of the DLC, I think actually the first one, and I was asking around and sending messages, and I was asking, how do you do that? That glitching through the wall, and I never actually learned how it's really done, and so yeah, maybe you can enlighten me so we can fix that bug. How do you clip through walls? I don't really get it.
As I mentioned, essentially, when you do the wall walk, you want to press the direction. You want him to have him face away from the wall as he does the wall walk at the same time, and then you want to jiggle left and right. The only thing is, you can only do this on certain walls, as far as I know, because. Thinner the wall is. I'm not sure if this has to do with the character that you're playing as a Lloyd, or what it has to do with the world around you, but you'll see one here coming up soon.
Yeah,
right here.
Okay, that makes sense. Everyone who's listening to this right now should not really be using this, because yes, because I intend
this saves a whole minute, by the way.
Oh my God! I intend on fixing this as soon as I can, replicate this. I was never able to replicate this. I have seen something like that before, but I was never able to replicate it. And I really tried. I tried a lot. A lot of people have tried to replicate this bug, but it was always that's just what it is. It just all works, And it's really different when obviously a developer plays their own game, since basically I mostly made it, by myself. I made it. It took me basically the base game took me over 10,000 hours to make, spread over 3.5 years. So it's quite entertaining to see you running through 3.5 years of my life in a matter of 20 minutes.
I'm sorry.
But actually, that's true. I mean, even like basically the bedroom part, to make that, it took me like 2 weeks of work, and I worked like really a lot, even up to like sometimes up to 16 hours a day. That's how crazy it was.
It definitely shows. It's an amazing.
Thank you so much. I mean, but I'm not really saying that. Like, it's actually so awesome to watch, because it is like really a sign of basically honoring the game, and basically dedicating yourself to just fighting all of those secrets. And so I really appreciate that actually you've done that, and also it helps with just basically making it better, I guess. I need to make some updates. Clearly, there are too many bugs, but actually, it's been.
You'd be surprised. There's not actually that many bugs in this game, from what I found.
Right,
There's only
two
glitches that we do in this game throughout the whole run. Everything else just comes down to muscle memory and which puzzles to do first and last.
Yeah, you're incredible at this. I mean, I'm just blown away. Just even watching it. It's all kind of happening so quickly that I don't really have enough time to even react to it. That's how fast you're doing this. And I played through everything like thousands of times while developing it. As I said, it was almost made basically by myself, excluding the sound design and a little bit of modeling and texturing, but it's really mostly basically a solo project.
Can I ask, what were your influences behind this game?
So before video game development, I was working in basically the movie industry. I was writing scores for movies, and I grew up watching a lot of movies, like basically Burton movies, all of that. So it's really mostly movies and not other video games. I was always really overwhelmed with work, so I never really played a lot of video games before. So it's really mostly movies. My favorite directors, like basically Lynch, and others. So and also my dreams. I mean, sometimes I never really had like real nightmares. But I did enjoy occasional lucid dreaming. So I thought it would be a really interesting theme to explore in that sort of setting. So yeah, it's sort of a mix of.
Were any of these levels or character designs or enemies or whatever based on any of your dreams that you had?
No, it's all really fantasy. Honestly, I was so into making the game as soon as I discovered basically that it's even an option. You can make your own basically your own video game. I mean, you can. It really inspired me, and I just wanted to work on it. So I really didn't spend a lot on just really thinking about it and just designing everything really carefully. It just went through a place of, I don't know, subconscious or something. I don't know. Maybe it says something really wrong about my subconscious, but
not at all. Not at all.
I always enjoyed things which are a little dark. But I never enjoyed, violence and gore or anything like that. So I tried to make, the game pretty to look at and deceptively inviting. Even though it's a little creepy here and there, obviously, it was really my goal to make it, always elegant and always visually, nice to look at. I mean, without any like basically rotten. Locations and all of that. That was so fast, by the way. Wow, you're really good at this. How many trials did it take to achieve this? Clearly a record, I think.
I don't have record anymore, unfortunately. got beaten within like a week by
Oh, really?
another
No
runner.
way.
But they basically just took everything that I did and smashed it by a whole minute, unfortunately. But
Oh, okay.
when it comes to speedrunning, I don't really have the patience to grind out a game over and over and over. Especially the only main reset point in this run is in the next level coming up with the grandma that's in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
One of my favorite characters as well.
Thank you. I love the grandma. Yeah.
There's like a quick cycle that you can get with her in order to get the dynamite and run away without her grabbing you.
Yeah.
And it's just very frustrating.
Oh, interesting. I'm excited to see that. Wait, how did you pick up Snake backwards?
I can't tell you that.
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, I've spent so many hours just playing it, just as I was developing it, obviously, and I've tried so many things and still, I mean, you're doing things that I never thought were even an option. It's just crazy how quickly it all takes. Basically, the game, I think the average play time is somewhere between 3 and 4 hours. Even though a lot of people say that it only takes 2 hours or something like that. But I mean, basically, there are also those who play it over like 6 hours or something, But it's crazy that it's even like 20-minute playthrough. I mean, that's really nothing I ever imagined would even be.
It's kind of disheartening that people would even give negative comments towards this game for being so short.
Well, I can understand that in a way, because I mean, people, it's quite interesting. I mean, if you spend your money, you sort of expect it's like in a way a movie ticket, right? I mean, you expect at least certain amount of playthrough. But in this game, I created originally a lot more levels, and then basically none of them. Basically, not all of them ended up in the final release, right? Because they just were not good enough, or not really introducing anything that was really new and exciting. So I thought I really care about the quality, and I am a gamer who really likes when actually basically my experience is always varied, and I don't care if it's really long or if it's really short.
Yeah, quality over
I
quantity.
care about
for
the
sure.
quality a lot, and here, I mean, everything here you see, I mean, every element of the environment. I mean, I just spend so much energy and just my soul, like basically designing everything, modeling everything and all of that. So it just, I don't know, it felt to me that quality was more important, just to make it just basically longer for its own sake, or the sakes of just really being longer. It's not really worth it. So I bet that quality would be what everybody would appreciate, more. But it's actually mostly, I mean, people do. That's like a genre that is appreciated by a niche audience that really likes this sort of atmospheric game, and so it's been really well received, and it won a bunch of awards, and basically had
nominated for over 12 awards. It's pretty good.
It's been crazy. Basically, the sound design especially was nominated for awards, alongside those really huge, studios where they had, like some huge, budgets and everything. I mean, so I'm honored that it was like really well, received, and it actually changed, my whole life, and now I'm also working on a new game, which basically remains unannounced, but will be
Is
announced.
it DARQ 2?
No, it's not a sequel, although I don't exclude that option for the future. But it's really, really different, video game. But I would say it would be interesting for the same audience too, even though it's a really different genre. It's also kind of in that basically dark universe. Yeah. So I see this one is really, really simple area for you to play through. I see you're not taking a lot of advantage of glitches in this level, right? I mean, there really isn't a lot of wall.
No, especially when you're on a moving train, because as far as I know, where the exit point is, like you can't get to it whatsoever. Because I don't know if you've intentionally put this here or not, but in every single level, it seems like you have to complete the last objective before you can actually like exit the level. Like you've put some sort of a flag system in. Because I remember on the first level that you can get to the actual exit, but you can't actually interact to exit the level.
Right. So it used to be possible in the first DLC, and I actually saw the playthrough of it, and I saw as soon as it was actually launched, I saw a playthrough of the first DLC, which was supposed to be at least, half an hour in length. It was like a 6, seconds run.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, what? How is it even, possible? And I saw that, the wall clipping glitch, getting used, and I basically released a patch that requires you to actually solve the puzzles of the level before you can complete it. So in that particular case, it was by design.
This is my favorite puzzle, by the way.
This is my favorite puzzle. Thank you for saying so. I had so much fun designing it. And some people either love it or hate it. I mean, that's really not a puzzle you can. Wow, that was impressive. Wow.
Man,
you're good.
You would think that I'd have that whole puzzle memorized when that's actually completely wrong. I'm not even looking at the screen when I do that. I actually, because the whole thing is based on audio cues, because it has clicks. So I've basically written down how many clicks it is.
Oh, I see.
Until you get to the center, and I'm just looking at a sheet of paper and just pressing buttons according to clicks and whatnot.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it was actually kind of supposed to, it was also kind of the goal that you don't really have to see it. I mean, you can memorize basically the audio cues, but it was really fast. Wow, that was fast. I think I only solved this one myself within a single rotation once, before I made an achievement out of it, because I was like, no, it's really not, it's like so tricky to do that it would not really make a fun achievement. And I was like, no, it's actually not even, it's actually not even an option to do that. But then I saw that, oh no, you can solve it, within a single camera, rotation. But it was like really, really fast. I mean, you did it really fast.
So also coming up in this level is the biggest glitch in the game, and it saves roughly 3 minutes in the run.
Oh, and I think it was actually solved. It was actually fixed. I know what you may say. Yeah.
Okay. Because I was going to ask you, I have no idea how this glitch works, but it would be great to know why it works and how it works.
Is it with the key?
It's with the key and with an enemy, another favorite enemy of mine, not spawning in and being able to clip through a wall.
Oh, that I've never seen.
All because of this key. This key right here. For some weird reason, you can pick up this key as you die. And as far as I know, I'm not sure if it duplicates it in your inventory, because technically there's 2 of them. When you do this glitch, you have 1 in your inventory and 1 in the real world. Or in the game.
Yeah, I think we actually fixed that. When I say we, is really me and a very small team who just basically helped me see the glitch. But I think it was fixed relatively early on. I'm not sure if this glitch is in the game anymore. But I mean, when did you do this run?
It was about a year ago, actually.
Oh yeah, about a year ago. Yeah, I think it's fixed by now. I'd be surprised if it's not, but I can definitely double check. Yeah, the last year was really overwhelming. We released it. Oh wow, that was interesting what you did there. It was really busy. We released it on consoles, on all consoles. It's basically now out on everything. Last week we launched it on the next gen, so it's basically out on all consoles right now. Just a little plug, but anyways, it's really not about that. I'm excited to see what you do with that key, because there used to be this glitch that after you insert the key into the hole on the right here, if you keep it there, it would actually allow you to access the area on the left.
It does.
Connected
It does.
to
Because when you use the key in the inventory, it doesn't actually take it out of your inventory, as far as I know.
Oh, I would have to check that. Interesting. Well, one thing is for sure, if you're ever interested in working in QA, I would definitely want to partner with you when working on the second game. I'm now working on the second game, and you're very good at finding things that are like never ever discovered by anyone really. I'm really good with basically fixing bugs as soon as they're reported. It's always really important.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
But that's just amazing. What wow.
So coming up is the wall that you clip through as well. This one right here. Because it's supposed to be key in the hole to open it up, and this you just go straight through it.
Right. So this was actually fixed. This was reported relatively recently, like maybe a little less than a year ago, or maybe more than a year ago. I don't know. It's been like a blur since the pandemic started. I don't know. I can't even say what day it is right now. But it was reported, and I fixed it. As soon as I saw that. I can't believe you're here in the hospital level after like a very short chat. You're like, you're about to finish the game. It's crazy. Oh, wow.
Once I heard that I was going to do this Deus React, I kind of thought, like, within the time span that I have between hearing about it and doing this today, I thought about taking world record back, but I'm like, the grind.
Oh yeah, sure. Understandable. So here I assume that there are no ways to speed it up in any way. That just yeah.
As far as I know, no.
Okay. So for everybody watching who thinks that it's a very short game, it's not. It's just a short game. But also I have 2 free DLCs which are really fun. I don't know if you saw them or not. I would love to see your speedruns of them too. I released the Crypt, which is basically the longest of them, relatively recently. When was that? A little over a year ago, I think. And all the DLCs are free, so it's just basically work of love. I love doing it, and it's an honor that I can work on the game and make it better and better and better.
Were the DLCs the levels that you weren't going to release?
No. Those were really new levels, and if you actually see them, you will see a significant change in quality in general. They actually look, better, and everything. The level design is, better, and it shows you that I actually learned a lot, since actually, releasing the game itself, and then the DLCs. It's not really, old levels or anything like that. I mean, those basically new designs. And they took a while to make too. The Crypt took close to a year to make, even though it really wasn't with the same kind of schedule. It still was a lot of work. It took quite a while to make. Yeah, I see you're about to end the game. That's crazy. Well, I really enjoyed watching this. I sort of wish it was actually longer, because I just it's really been fascinating to me what you were able to do, and it's really an honor to see you. I mean, spend a lot of time and energy to discover all of that.
Thank you.
And also, I mean, I know that basically the game and I was the source of entertainment for others, but it's really cool. I really loved it. I mean, thank you so much for even doing that. I loved your playthrough. I will sure be looking into that wall clipping glitch, because I don't think a lot of people know that it exists. I tried to replicate it as much as I could, and I couldn't. So I'm still like, hey, I'll try it. I don't know, it's just really difficult to do. But wow, it was really amazing. Well, thank you so much. It was
thank you for making the
fun.
game.
And thank you so much, IGN. That was an honor. And this is really my first video game. That's the spelling of my name, by the way. Really confusing with basically the W. Wlad. So, anyways, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. That was a speed run of my first video game ever. It was really fun to watch it being completely broken. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Bye.